Hey everyone.
Welcome back! It's been a while.
It's been a while. We have had various holidays between us and
We have.
thank you
I
for hanging in
went
there.
to Topor.
Yeah.
Izza went on one of the great treks.
I did the Kepler, which is a
She climbed a
mountain
mountain.
range. It's literally a mountain. Friends, we're just so you know, we're heading back up to see if there's anyone else who will talk to us quickly.
And then we're going to check Ross's grave as well on the way out.
Yeah. So, did the Kepler, which was, we should tell the story as well in Disco, just because not
cover
everyone
off
watches
everybody?
both. Yeah.
Oh,
Super stunning.
Says Junko.
Literally a mountain. If you don't know, Aotearoa, New Zealand has these things that are called the Great Walks, which are basically just hiking trails. Not just, they're usually multi-day hiking trails, although not all of them are multi-day.
And they're considered rather impressive.
They're considered impressive. They are, the Great Walks tend to have some...
Oh shit, what's that noise? There shouldn't be any more beasts alive up here.
They tend to have some, I was going to say regulations isn't quite the right word, but they have things around them, which means like the track can't be more than a certain degree in slopage and stuff. So it's meant to be...
I don't know what to say. You're anointed.
Yeah, so anyway, it's totally stunning. I did it with...
Do you want to stick a couple of your pictures here?
I should do.
Bam! Bam!
And here's another one.
You are the pride of the Nora, anointed.
Okay.
Calm down.
Well, I mean, if it makes them happy. Yeah.
Makes you... Sorry.
You bless us all.
It seems so long ago that you were an outcast
goddess
anointed.
speaks through you,
Another
anointed.
lifetime honored to
We
me.
already spoke to what's his face. Yeah.
I am blessed by your presence, anointed.
Anointed.
Oh, do we already
I
talk to
misread the
Francis? No, we
signs.
hadn't.
Forgive!
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
The killers
Okay.
will be forgotten by the gods. None of their deeds.
I think we did actually talk to a bunch of people. Oh,
You're anointed.
Oh yeah, Rish. Funny. Okay.
Oh, anointed.
Aloy, how did you
You
do that?
are here.
You entered the heart of the mountain.
Right here in front
okay,
of me.
fine, I'm out of here.
Never seen
Let's go speak to
anything
Ross.
Forgive, Aloy.
Well, it's great anyway.
Forgive.
Yeah, so what can I say about the Great Walks? The Kepler is on...
Izza described it as type 2 fun.
Oh, look,
Which
it
if-
was a mix. It was a mix.
If you aren't familiar with that, which I wasn't either, even though I think we've talked about it in the past,
Yeah.
is like fun after the fact.
Yes.
I think
There
you
was-
can just teleport up there if you
We've
want
never
to.
been to this one. Look at that.
How dare you?
Should we?
Sure.
All right.
There's a metal flower up there.
And then there's a way up this way anyway, so let's do that. A good chunk of it was type 1, but day 2 was almost all type 2 fun. And so type 1, yeah, as you say, type 1 is fun while you're doing it, and type 2, this is really simplified, but type 2 is you think back and think, oh yeah, that was fun, that was worth doing.
When Izza came back and told me about her adventures, doing much the same as what Aloy is doing right now, I was like, well,
Except not running.
I feel 100% confident that I never want to do that.
Yeah. It was on the first day you have a climb over the course of the day of about 800 meters. So it's a reasonable climb. And then on day 2 you have another 400 or so, but it's kind of up and down a bit, so I feel like it's more than that. I don't know if that's true or not, but it definitely felt like it.
The total
Plus-
elevation is less, but the amount of climbing, because you're going down and then up and then down and then up and then down and then up.
It's
Because
up.
you're literally walking on the ridge line of the mountain.
We started calling the downhill traitorous downhill. But the second day was particularly challenging because it was the ridgeline of the mountain, and it was a bit windy and narrow and steep on both sides of the track, that sort of thing. Absolutely stunning. You could see for
These are helpful.
kilometers around,
Bitter, though.
but physically challenging as you're crossing the mountain. And we were talking about this later. I was like, sometimes I look up at mountains and you think, I wonder how long it would take to get to the top of that. And the answer is 1 to 2 days to the top. If you want to cross over, it's like 2 to 3 days.
I think there is a path here, like right next to you.
I see a yellow thing.
Where does it even come from? I think it just like appears in her hand.
We got to see Kia at the first hut, which are these cool
Here's a picture of a Kia.
Yeah.
I'm making us do all this editing in the future.
It might be tomorrow and I'll be mad about it immediately.
Kia are really cool because they look a little bit drab on the outside, but they've got orange feathers underneath their wings. Orange and blue, I think.
They do, and they are an alpine parrot.
Yeah, which there aren't many of those in the world. In fact, are they the only alpine parrot?
I don't know. Yeah. Anyone else around?
Babies.
They're sort of notorious
Ooh,
for
look.
being cheeky and mischief and disruptive, really disruptive. So almost every year you'll hear a story of a tourist losing something to the Kia.
Yeah, they love opening people's cars like a packet of candy.
Yeah,
It's
cars.
like-
They'll pull the rubber off your windscreen
they love the
wipers.
window from the window rubber.
And they will do things like steal your wallet, is what you classically hear happening to
Yeah,
people.
or keys.
Someone had their GoPro stolen whilst it was on.
Shiny shit.
Yeah.
They're like getting into things because
Yeah.
it's puzzles because they're real fucking smart.
The hut warden, which is like a ranger. They're a type of ranger. They were talking about the Kia being as smart as like 5 to 7 year olds. Like smart.
Yeah.
And they had examples of equipment. So when I say equipment, they had this big Bluetooth speaker that was like the size of your forearm that the Kia had stolen off someone in the area, and stripped of all the external bits and then dropped off somewhere, and the warden had found it. Hasn't been able to find an owner for it. So now they have a Bluetooth speaker. It still somehow miraculously works.
Wow.
So
What brand is that? That's like a great brand endorsement.
It is, except like everything's stripped off the outside, so who knows what it is.
Ooh. It's a little warm area on the mountain.
Yeah, like mossy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So they're cool. They're cool wee creatures.
Tell them about the loo and the Kias.
Oh, so along the track, we're really lucky this particular track that the huts have flushing toilets, which is not common in a hut. Normally there are long drops, right?
Yeah.
But along
Pretty
the 7-hour walk from the first hut to the second one across the peaks, there are 2 long drops. One doesn't have a door anymore because the wind has taken it. And they decided not to replace it. So that's
I wonder
fine.
if this place is that up there? Is that like where the game starts? Where you're like that little hill there?
I don't know. Might just be a little.
Where Rost is like, hey,
Oh, up
Lord."
here.
No, just the bit in front of you.
Oh, I don't know.
I was just curious. I just feel like the fact that this is a weird little mini biome feels of some significance.
Oh, okay.
People of the internet can tell us
Yes.
if you care to.
Parents, if we can find that flower. I was talking about the toilets, right? So I should actually put a picture here of the view from one of the toilets.
Can you just, for the sake of my curiosity, run down this little bit here?
Down here?
Yeah.
This is where we came in?
This bit. No, up. Can you look up there? Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Okay.
I just thought it was the bit from the start, but it's not.
Fair enough. Is that up? Well, who knows? Is there a climbing?
That's a big fat wall.
Big fat wall.
It did look originally on the map like there was a way, didn't it?
That to me looks like it's...
Oh, I was thinking it connected through there. I reckon you should go up to Ross' grave and see if you can go along the ridgeline.
That's a great idea. Let's do that. Nice.
So the loos.
Oh, yeah. So one doesn't have a door. That's fine. I've showed a picture. Maybe I'll show it again. I don't know. That's your view whilst you are using the loo.
This must have been where Aloy was raised, this little area.
Surely.
Because
It's
like the
right
path goes
here.
all the way down there.
Yes. We'll go until the path turns back up and we'll just take the path up. It was great though. The thing about the loos though is even the one with the one with the door, they have big rocks on the lids.
Of the loos.
Of the
themselves.
loos. Yeah, on the toilet lid. And the Heart Ranger said, if the rock isn't there, be very afraid. Because what happens is the cheeky, mischievous little Kia are like, what the fuck's in here? And get in there. They get in there, and then they get in the toilet, and they freak out hikers, or trampers, as we say. They freak out trampers. So you open you open the lid, and a like shit covered Kia just comes flying out.
Look at all that. Hang on. To go back, there's little people.
We've seen this one before, I think. Pretty fucking cool, wait. I think we saw it right at the start and we thought it was quite sad because she had no one to play with.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that memory. It's been a while.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah. So they get in there and they just like hang out.
You're going to take a shit, and there's like, bah, bird in your face.
There were, in fact, stones on the toilets.
You didn't get to experience bird to the face?
No.
Bullshit.
Which is both good and disappointing in some ways.
Yeah, it's like meeting a crocodile or meeting a shark. Like, you don't really want that to happen to yourself, especially in this case because the shark or
They're
the
scanning for me.
Can we
would
go back
be
up that way?
covered
No.
in poop.
Can we go up there? No, right.
Yes, yes you can. You can climb up that.
Okay.
Here's Junko.
Hello.
She's purring. Izza's got.
I don't think we can get that string across though.
Oh, you can't get on top of it?
I think so, though.
Lame.
I don't know where we go to. How the fuck do we get out of here?
There will be a way.
There will be a way. Oh, the path's to the left anyway. There it is. You felt good.
Junko. Little smoocher.
So Kyoko, they were fun.
I had to cut all my fingernails because I did music practice the other day. And now I'm like, I can't
Good
scratch the
scratch,
kitties
yeah.
properly. I have started. So I was already learning to play the erhu, which is the Chinese two-string violin thing. Well, if you'd technically call it a violin or not, I have no idea. But you play it much the same way as you play violins. I've been learning that for a little while. I'm still incredibly bad at it. But I've also started learning to play the guitar just recently.
You have started. I don't know that I didn't realize you'd actually started.
Well, I had a lesson with my dad when we were in
Never know when I
folklore.
might need thee.
Because my dad's a really good
Ooh.
musician.
What do we reckon? Do we think that might be the way over? Should I go speak with Ross first, and then we
Go
can...
speak with Ross, and then you can teleport out if you end up in a bad spot.
Okay.
Go speak with Ross, the guy who
Yeah.
you can definitely speak with.
But you, excuse me, you've had your first lesson.
Yeah, and have you ever tried to play a guitar?
No.
It's real fucking painful.
What?
When you're new, because you have to push the strings down so hard with the neck hand that
Home. To think he built all this.
okay, so
Alone.
this is where she lived.
So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him listening in.
Fair enough.
Hi, Rost. A lot has happened. So, I went inside the mountain. Do you remember the night before the proving? The final lesson you taught me? You said I needed to serve a purpose bigger than myself. Well, it couldn't get much bigger. It's the same purpose that drove Elisabet and Gaia when they were willing to die for. So yeah,
The camera changes are really bothering me.
I'll do it. Give myself to that. For Elisabet, and Gaia, and for you. Well, I've got a master override to recover, so I guess I'll be on my way. Until next time, Rost.
It's interesting because I feel like she spent so much of her life determined to find out about and hopefully meet her mother. Through finding out, does she know at this point that she's a clone?
Yes. I don't know if she knows what that means, right? Maybe she does.
Like, I feel like she's got this desire in herself to prove herself to her mother, to find her mother, to have a relationship with her mother, and all of that. Now that she knows that
Getting
she
soaked from melted snow.
kind of didn't have one, like she still has that desire inside herself, even though it can't. Ooh, you're about to walk off the map.
I think that's where I'm going that way. Yeah, look.
Hard to say which way it is, eh?
Brew that up later.
She still has that desire, and so I feel like she is sort of feeling led towards this like sense of purpose thing, and like this, like she just said, like she was going to give herself to that because she's still trying to kind of feed that. Oh, there it is, right? Yeah, that kind of sense of purpose.
It was down that road. Oh, wow. That's a lot of health for not a very big fall. Yeah.
Code fragment downloaded. Function true. Evening wind. Water lapse. The heron's legs.
Nice.
Nice.
Great. Can I get on that? I'm just going to fucking die.
Yeah. Beautiful. about? Oh, I was talking about guitar. Yeah, really fucking painful because you need calluses on your fingers, but you don't have calluses at first.
No.
And so it's just like chop yourself in half in order to play. And I texted one of my friends who's also learnt a little bit of guitar in her life, and I was like, why is this instrument so popular when you have to fucking cane yourself
through it? Yeah.
to learn it? But I will say that compared to the Arhul, I could make pretty noises
Quite quickly.
almost instantly as compared to this other instrument I've been learning for like a year, and it still sounds real bad when I try to play it.
Okay. So did that feel... Oops, shit. I should have used these ones. Satisfying?
It did.
I can then save. We shall save always and forever.
Yes.
And then hit
We
this
keep learning our lesson and then forgetting it.
one. We do.
I bet you're going to have to fight those glint hawk things again. Not the glint hawks, the bigger one.
Yes. The stormbirds.
Thunderbirds?
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
This seems awfully precarious.
I've been here before.
Huh?
though.
Maybe?
Nice.
Fuck, every time they brings me out.
Cool.
Yeah, it's guarded all right.
What
But
is?
I can get through this.
Glad she knows that.
Added. Boar.
There's a boar!
A boar.
You guys, we gotta run for our lives. I mean, seriously, if there were real boars, you'd want to take those seriously. But chop you in half.
Yes. Did you see in the news someone, a couple got killed by a ram?
Yeah, I saw a headline about that, and I meant to. Oh, hey, that means there's those panther thingies.
Yeah. Well, last time we just went round the left of them.
I mean,
I could just. No.
I think.
Let me just get in close and see
Can
what
we
happens.
can we remember? Does setting off the thingies make it better or worse?
I don't remember. I don't think I can shoot at them. Actually, what arrows do I have on? I don't want to use.
Fancy ones.
Yeah. Just use shitty little ones. Ooh,
Oh, it lured it in.
interesting. No, these are shit arrows, but let's see what happens.
That's an interesting choice, is it?
I don't know where I am. I don't know exactly where I am. They don't know where I am.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
that one on the right does.
Okay.
Oh no, they don't. Yeah, no.
Ah,
Did you see that? He didn't see me. Rindo was right next to me.
yeah. Oh,
You know what?
Ezra.
I don't want to.
That's fair. I'm not even playing the game, so you do you. Yeah. Stormbirds.
Fucking...
I think those are just normal birds. You might be able to sneak past them.
Yeah, because I don't need them.
No, we've already achieved this part of the quest.
We did.
Just through curiosity.
So we'll just creep over
There's
this way.
something to your
Left, right?
right that can... It might just be the panthers down the hill, actually. Yeah, we're fucking invisible. City. Can we take those down yet? I don't think we can.
No. But
Yes, do it.
I see.
Oh,
Dang
I
it.
can see you.
Yeah.
But you might be able to hide in there. Yeah. Hide for a second.
Oh no! I was like, I just want up.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay. You probably saved yourself at least from having to deal with the kitty cat.
Come on. Yes, nice. As fast as you can, Ollie.
Love this approach. This is fucking terrifying.
No, you got it, Ayla, you got it. Yeah, nice,
yes!
nice. Yes, perfect, amazing. So good.
I like how we can't even see these creatures. They're just like, there's just
Flapping
like
around.
vague sounds of death following us. Okay, great job. You outran them.
You did.
10 out of 10.
Thanks. 10 out of 10 running? Oh, at least the dedication to the running.
I'll find a use for you.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so we came up here before, but we didn't go all the way in because you guys were like,
couldn't.
there's not much point in that right now.
And we see
Feel like
why
they should be
now.
like, no, you were instantly hypothermic. You just went through a river.
In the cold water?
Yeah. I must say, I do really like that as a mechanic in the Zelda games, where you're like, actually certain temperatures are intolerable without specific gear.
Yes.
Sweet, sweet herbs! This is great herb action.
I feel like it might be necessary.
There's probably going to be a boss in there of some kind, isn't there?
And given that I
Save these for the trail.
just used a bunch. Might be good. Okay, good. Good.
Cool.
Cool. Let's pump up the jam.
Pump up the... Oh my gosh,
We've been watching.
we've been watching Kunk on Earth, which if you haven't watched, is a great documentary series that will teach you many things about the history of humanity.
All true and correct.
Definitely 100% true, correct, and no lies or misinformation is involved.
No.
This is cool.
Gaia's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
How has he done that?
So you've been in here before.
To a point. You'll see.
Oh, he wouldn't have been able to get further because of something.
Yeah, there will have been like a identity scan or something.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
I don't trust Silence at all.
No.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Nice. Just look around in case. What if there's treasures?
It's fair.
Just every so often, I think it's probably worth a little nosy.
Gaia Prime.
Let me just have a look
Bunker
down
discovered.
here.
Did Silence really make all this? I find it difficult to believe.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Tell me about that.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Okay. Well, when did you come here?
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago,
Wow.
a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death. Your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
Why aren't you here now?
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
He did say, I mean, I agree with you, I don't trust him, but he did save us from the arena.
He did, but
In
that's
person.
because
He
we
wants,
can help him.
Yes, that's fair. That is 100% true and fair. Repairing Gaia?
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years, and we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I'm going in.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Leap to the chair.
That thing on your left, that's not something you can pick up, is it? Nothing there?
Let me just have a look around you right there.
I just wondered if it might be a piece of that armor that we've been trying to find, like the... Not the pieces, but the...
Alright, well, I'm going in.
Okay, here we go.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear. Feed.
Now look at all the stuff.
So, remind me, Izza, because I never remember what the fuck is going on in this game.
I only do because I edit, otherwise I would have no idea. Oh, look.
Why did Gaia set off the bomb?
Because she got a transmission, I don't know, a notification that Hades was awry, tampering, and the only way
And she was already infected.
as it were, yeah, and decided to sort of destroy it all.
Blow it up.
Blow it up. To pump up the jam.
Pump up the jam!
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
Was
Vegan Travis, you think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Yeah, he was the
Actual
psychopath,
physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Mm. Do those sometimes have additional... They don't,
No.
do they? Okay.
It's the vantage points they do.
Ah, yes.
Mind your footing.
I think I'm just gonna...
Leap! Oh, fuck me. Every time those freak me out.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. But if there are more trees, there will be. There'll be more trees down here. So they ended up here. I don't know, was this the very end?
I think there were multiple units at the end, right?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
That
And
were all kind of like working on different parts of the program.
I suppose.
We
Oh,
can't
it's probably
climb
coming
up
back
that.
here.
Yeah.
Cool, I guess we're climbing down. Rappel down, yeah, let's do it. Whee! Oh, interesting. It's like a... Oh,
Yeah.
hang on.
Like a side of a building blew out.
Hmm. Am I wrong? That looks like a climbing.
Yeah,
I'm
but are
wrong.
we wanting to go that way or are we wanting to go across somehow?
Oh yeah, nice, 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 nice.
Guess that's my way across.
I'm just nosy in the little dregs of...
Dregs of a former civilization? One last iPad. Oh my gosh.
Hey!
Where are you supposed to go now? Okay, over there.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
He's not been down here.
Well,
Don't answer. Glad that's over.
Yeah, same.
Okay, she wants me to go down here. Let me just...
Checking for treasure. I love that this game is in such a way where like the like audio bites and stuff feel more like treasure than actual treasure.
Oh, yes. No, 100%. The knowledge is what you seek, right?
Yeah.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Oh, really? Okay, well, let me...
But treasure.
Less valuable treasure. Then, okay, well, none of the good stuff. She said up the shaft.
It's also wild because, like, if Aloy hadn't come across that thing, when the earpiece thing, when she was a little kid, like, she wouldn't have found out any of this shit.
I guess, what was it that Gaia said? She just trusted in her to be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's go this way first, I guess. So there's nothing. It's interesting how it's kind of a bit hazy.
Yeah.
Difficult to say.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Kind of wild how they had to, like, actively hide from the machines.
Yeah.
Like, there are all these bases are, like,
bedroom.
underground and in the sides of mountains and stuff.
cord. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter.
They matter.
Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
So she said, this is Gaia Prime, and this is Eleuthia. Eleuthia 9. Interesting. I'm not surprised that people stuck in this for the rest of their lives, having thoughts and dreams like that.
Oh, yeah. It'd be weirder not to, right?
Well, yeah, then you'd just be Travis Tate, who's probably just bored.
I think I've said this before, but I think I would feel like this relentless need to create. To just, like, make art and poetry and music, and just because what else is there left to do?
Yeah, but I think because you're a creative, I think I feel similarly, but you're a creative person, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So it's doing things that you find meaningful.
Yeah, true.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy.
Have we
all the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives? If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there.
I wonder if
instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given the chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
I wonder if they could communicate with the other locked in areas.
Yeah, I get the sense that they couldn't. But that's just vibes.
That's Sarah Dawn. I'm just thinking about all these interesting sort of places we've been and what they're called.
Yeah.
The ruins. So the ruins, is that Elysium?
I don't know.
Because that's where we first saw all the people's bodies that had obviously
Maybe.
There's a bunker. So this is what all the bunkers are that we're getting into, are they?
Maybe, yeah.
Positing, I guess. There you go.
Now I want to Google it, but I don't want to spoil myself for something that might still be coming.
Ooh.
Because maybe if they could communicate, then, like, that would help the robots find them? I don't know.
Yeah, don't know either.
When we, at the very start of the game, when Aloy was going through that thing...
Every nook and cranny. I'm like, every way that isn't the way to go, let's have a look around.
Yeah. I 100%, 1,000% support you.
Okay, sorry, you were saying...
At the very start of the game, when Aloy was
Elisabet's room.
Sorry.
creeping
I know
around.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elisabet's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
You were saying, though.
You need to hover over them to get it to...
Solid state storage devices cursory scan indicates severe data corruption from impact and exposure damage.
Okay, so are they scanned now?
I don't know, maybe we have to come back once we've solved the problem. You had a question though.
Oh, I was thinking back to, like, all those people died. And we, at the time, didn't know why.
Elisabet. What is this?
Hang on if you want. We didn't know why. Yes, they all just kind of
You
line
keep
around,
going
eh?
ahead. Keep going ahead. What is it?
I think if I touch it, it's going to be...
Yeah.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't
get them all
think... Oh no.
She's already out there.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elisabet, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, all right?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elisabet Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Oh wow, we've got heaps to listen to and talk about. I'm going to listen to the recordings before I speak with Silence.
In case it pushes
but
something
do we want to talk about that? Like, I feel... Before it was like, she's outside, I was like, well, it's going to be her, right?
Yeah, I was thinking they're going to somehow vote or something, and I was like, surely Elisabet is the person that needs to stay alive for the most, because she's the smartest of them all. But
sure, but I guess from her perspective, that does make sense. From her perspective, work is done.
The work is done, and I guess she thought of herself as the leader, and, you know, the captain goes down with the ship, right? Like, you've got to make sacrifices as the leader.
That's true. I agree with the sentiment of that idiom, right? I learned, though, that the captain must go down with the ship, but they don't need to die.
What?
Yeah, so they need to be on the ship as it goes down. This is how it used to be. But if you then survive on, like, flotsam or whatever, that's fine.
Okay, you don't have to just be like, now I die.
Now I drown. Yeah. And apparently there's, like, some reasonably famous people who did the right thing and went down with the ship, but survived anyway. Yeah.
There you go.
Fun facts that don't Google that. I'm sure it's all true.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Well, she did get to hear it, sort of.
What do you have to say, Travis?
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first.
Do you think
but
she
this
went somewhere?
monument Ronson's made to you?
Find her corpse.
Kinda creepy, if you ask me.
Oh, this is a
Rest
monument.
in peace, Liz.
Yeah.
God knows you earned it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end.
What's
I don't think I
that?
could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elisabet Sobek. There's only one.
Ha!
I miss you.
What is it called? The Lightkeeper
protocol. Yeah, I
Like-
think that's the first we've heard of it. Isn't it?
like a lighthouse keeper?
I guess so.
Or maybe just like keeping the.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
Here you are
She
doing the
was
same
better than
thing
that.
again.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Yeah, not in the way you mean.
You think she was better because she was smart. Because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself. For others. For everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel.
Also, I think...
To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness.
And if you had the same thought as I
If
do.
it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
What were you going to
She said
say?
she wanted to go home.
Always.
Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
What I was going to say is I think Aloy probably has a good insight into what Elisabet was feeling.
Yes, I was going to say something similar, which was if anybody has insight into how Elisabet was feeling, it'll be Aloy. So yeah.
I mean, we've shown multiple times that we're automatons.
Oh, 100%.
The same person responding to the same event responds in the same way.
Fucking freaky, friends. Do it sometime.
So, yeah, I think it's fair to assume that Aloy has a bit of a sense of how Elisabet was feeling.
I mean, she's had an entirely different upbringing.
Yes.
And so, and has, you get values from your parents as well. Like, that's not genetic.
And different knowledge.
Yeah.
Wildly different knowledge.
So she might value different things too,
Yes.
Elisabet. But, yeah, I think... I still think she probably has an insight.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him.
Why
I'll
can't
talk
you?
to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
I always thought Ted was potentially a
sleaze,
but also like a ticking time bomb. Like he's got pretty extreme thoughts, and anybody who's cooped up for long enough can get more extreme, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting that Margot said it was by design that he doesn't understand the system, which is great. It makes perfect sense because he understood the last one and he created the plague.
Was Ted the one that created the plague?
Ted Farrow, right? It's Ted Farrow?
Or, oh yeah, I'm getting Ted and Travis mixed up. Interesting. I was talking about Travis when I was saying all that stuff.
Oh, I still think it stands though.
Yeah. Because we still don't know why Hades rebooted itself.
No, I'm just looking at the time, but I want to push on a little bit further if you're cool with that.
Yeah? I mean, we've got to record another episode tonight.
Oh, fuck it. Maybe I'll listen to this thing and then we can just move straight into the next one, eh?
Yeah.
Cool.
What are we going to plug into their heads, Liz? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Liz. It's poison.
It's getting freaky. Did he do something to all the knowledge?
Well, we know that Apollo fucked out, right?
Yeah, did Ted cause the Apollo era?
This guy! It's a fucking problem!
Created the plague. Look, I'm just saying he would be fully capable of fucking things up again.
Yes.
Creates the plague and then withholds knowledge from humanity.
Fuck. Okay, well.
He deserved worse than he got.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to leave that one there.
And, friends, I hope that in your life there are no
Creeps.
creeps. I hope you're free from creeps.
Creep free!
So we will get you
Pump
next.
up the jam.
Pump up. Yeah. Friends, go pump up the jam.
Yeah. Pump it louder.
We'll get you next time.
Bye.
Bye.